Hey guys and girls, King Lear here from Proceed to Checkpoint. I'm back with another quick Final Fantasy XIV Tactics video for the new patch. In this video I'm going to be showing you the Chrysalis. That is the main story trial within Final Fantasy XIV. I've cut out any of the cutscenes, so don't worry about spoilers. All you're going to see is who the boss is and what the fight is like. No story content in here at all. The first move to be aware of in this fight is called Spark. It's targeted on the tank, or at least it was every time we saw it in the fight, and it deals a large amount of damage which just has to be healed through. Pretty simple, but it can throw people off when the tank spikes. You're introduced to one of the main tactics of this fight fairly early on in the fight. The boss will teleport to the center of the room and will become invulnerable in sort of a cloud of shadow. When this happens, your group must spread out and run to the edges of the arena. I'll tell you why. Spells will spawn circles that move towards the center of the room. There will be red ones, there will be black ones, and there will be targeted ads. The red ones deal magic damage and make you even more vulnerable to damage from magic. The black ones deal physical damage and give you a debuff that makes you more vulnerable to physical damage. The idea here is to alternate which one you hit. You have to stop the circles from getting into the center to the boss, but taking any more than 2 or 3 of the same color, because of the vulnerability debuff it puts on you, is gonna hurt pretty bad. So you want to hit a red one, then a black one, then a red one, then a black one, or vice versa. Essentially, pay attention to the debuff you have, whether it's magic or physical, and make sure you're hitting the opposite one to that, or you're going to take a large amount of damage. There'll also be little ads that pop up and need to be killed, but they don't have a lot of help. They're fairly simple. The main mechanic is to make sure you're alternating which colored circle you're hitting. Once the circles have disappeared, the boss will cast Death. You need to group up so you can heal after this. Depending on the amount of circles that got to the boss, this is the damage Death deals. That's why it's so important to eat up the circles, because if you don't, this AoE when they disappear will kill your entire group in one hit. At this point in the fight, the boss picks up a new mechanic. He will teleport randomly to a part of the map, will face the group, and will do a large straight line AoE towards the group. It's pretty simple to dodge, but you need to be watching out for it. If you're caught inside that, it's almost a one-hit kill. The final section of the fight, the boss will teleport to the middle, but instead of spawning orbs this time, he'll generate a portal which sucks your entire group into it. When your group gets on the far side of this portal, you'll be in a horrible white, grey looking area. The tactics in here are fairly simple, but do require you to execute them correctly. Meteors will be dropping from the sky, smaller ones and then a large one. Before they hit the ground, a targeting circle will appear to show where they're going to land. Your tanks need to alternate and eat these. So when you see a targeting circle appearing for a meteor hitting the ground, your tank needs to stand in this so that none of the meteors hit the ground without being blocked by a person. The tanks have plenty of health, the meteors don't hit hard, they should be able to handle it just fine. While all of this is going on, an Astral Rift will appear. It's the only targetable mob in this area, so you'll know exactly what it is. The DPS need to kill this before the gigantic meteor hits the ground. If you don't, it's a wipe. So all DPS need to be on this and killing it. You should also at this point use your level 3 limit break, melee DPS one if preferable, as you're attacking a single target, and it'll really help get this thing down quick. Once that's done, it's back out to the regular area with the boss and his standard attacks we've seen throughout the fight. He has very little health left at this stage, so it's just a case of waiting on him for a little while until he goes down. That's all of the tactics that you really need to be aware of during this fight. I haven't covered everything. This was my first time doing it. It was a blind run, but this is how we figured out how to do it, and hopefully it comes in useful for you guys too. Don't forget to hit like and comment and let me know if you've enjoyed this or if it helped you. It's always good to know I've helped someone. If you have a better strategy, drop it in the comments for everyone else to see as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for some more Final Fantasy XIV content. Ciao guys.